Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
The internet, founded in 1990.
It's gotta have been before that, right?
No, it was definitely like the 90s.
No way.
Yes, absolutely.
When was the internet invented?
I know it was invented by a British homosexual.
2007!
So I
Thanks,
remember
Google.
back before 2007, there was no internet.
Thanks, Google.
What was their reasoning for giving you 2007?
The mobile internet, for some reason, is what it decided I wanted the answer to.
The history of the internet.
What?
I swear it was made in like the 90s.
Hold on. There's a lot of different answers depending on what you mean.
What I mean is like the available for like the average public Joe. Like,
When was the internet commercially available? 1991, so yeah, you're right.
yeah, told you.
2007, thanks.
Wasn't Twitter like invented in like 2009 or something? Like something crazy?
That sounds right. It might be a couple years earlier than that. Let's see, when was Twitter created? 2006, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it being like a big deal that Obama had a Twitter, and then
You know what always weirds me out? As far as like, oh, this company was founded in this year. It's like, it feels way like... This one doesn't feel right, just based on... Netflix, 1997.
well, I mean, it must have existed as like something before it became
Yeah, that's
like
exactly what it was.
Netflix, you know, because they were having deals with Blockbuster, weren't they?
What was it before? It was...
It was famous because Blockbuster like turned down their like business opportunities with Netflix, and that was in like the late aughts, I'm pretty sure, like 2008, I want to say. Because that was when Blockbuster started to have its decline, like even before then. So
Yeah, because what I remember when Netflix first like got big was when they were doing the mail the DVDs to your house thing.
yeah, that was a thing, isn't it?
That was how it started. It was like, well, all right. It says here, Netflix's initial business model included DVD sales and rental by mail. You can rent this movie and order it by mail, and you can keep it for like 2 weeks and then mail it back. And you can do up to like 2 movies at a time, I remember was the thing. And then Blockbuster was like, oh, we'll do that too. And then Netflix was like, oh, by the way, now we have streaming. And everyone was like, whoa.
You mean I can watch a movie without needing a compact disc?
It was like the biggest deal. And Blockbuster was like, we can't. We're fucked.
And to think, there are people who are like about the same age as that. If you were to look at someone who was, how long ago was this?
It was about 2007 when they introduced the streaming.
So if you looked at a 14-year-old,
Oh god, that's not even like that crazy.
yeah. The passage of time is like, if you frame it by like the internet and technology, it gets pretty wacky. It gets pretty frightening after a while if you look at it like a specific way.
Oh, there's a thing I want to say about that in a second, but like the idea that there are people in high school who were born when Netflix started their streaming service
Oh yeah.
is baffling to me. I was in high school when they started doing that.
But now there are people in high
Ugh.
school who are perhaps
That's
younger
like,
they're perhaps younger than the website twitter.com.
Rugs
There are people out there younger than Twitter.
There are. In high school, younger than Twitter.
I saw like an infant child wearing like a TikTok jumper the other day, and I was just like,
disgusting.
huh. This is for one, who would wear that? Like, unironically, besides a child. And 2, this is frightening because we both make content on that streaming service. And your audience is like nearly 100,000. How many of those do you think are like infant children?
Oh god, I don't want to ever think about how young my audience is.
They're
Besides
younger
the fact
than you.
that like,
I guarantee that.
oh yeah, for sure. Besides the fact that like branding your child is gross.
Well, I'm going to assume that the kid, like, saw it and was like, oh, I want to wear this, because I like the TikTok.
How old was this child? You said infant.
I don't know, like 6.
That's not an infant.
Okay, alright, Poindexter. Infant, to me, means infantile, which, by the dictionary definition, can mean young.
Infant
Look,
means like
shut
baby.
up, alright? I don't care. I may have said the wrong word. What I mean is, it was basically a fetus wearing a TikTok jumper, alright?
That's worse. That's a worse way to describe a 6-year-old. It's that you're describing a baby, a literal baby.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. All kids are like, what, 12?
Your concept of age is skewing wilder and wilder as this conversation goes on.
It's a problem. Like, I view myself as being old now, and I'm not even that old. I'm 26. Like,
Because of the war.
it was a style of the time. Back in my day, we didn't have TikTok. We had Bebo.
Bebo?
Was Bebo not a thing in the States? It must have been.
What
You
is
must have
Bebo?
just.
Maybe I just don't remember.
It was like a social networking site. It was like MySpace, but not.
What? No, I've never heard of this.
Okay, MySpace.
I kind of miss the MySpace train. Like, as...
You missed the MySpace train? You missed Tom from MySpace? You missed the
I-
top 10 friends?
I knew about all that, but as soon as I was, like, getting into, oh, maybe I'll make a social media page, Facebook blew up, and it was like, well, I'll just get on Facebook.
I mean, Facebook is, probably never gonna go away.
No, because instead of how MySpace died when all the young people moved to Facebook, now Facebook is keeping itself alive on the fumes and ashes of the elderly.
Yeah, it's weird because there was a time where, like, social media was meant for, like, younger people.
Facebook was
Like-
created for college students.
You got on there to, like, say things away from your parents, and
Right.
now you have an awkward family dinner where your parents ask you, "Child, why haven't you added me back on Facebook? I would very much like to see
Oh,
your status
dude.
updates and to poke you." Remember poking?
Can we talk about the nightmare that is having older relatives try to add you on social media?
Should we introduce ourselves? Have we done that yet?
Yeah, I guess at this point we're in the episode. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bitter Chatter. He's bitter, I'm chatter, and
No hesitation there. No faltering. Just, yep. This is the introduction that we've settled on.
and if you think about our personalities, that does fit.
You do talk a lot, and I am miserable. So that does fit quite well.
And so yeah, today we're going to talk about like the internet and our experiences with it, mostly. Not just
We're gonna
like,
talk about like things we enjoy on the internet, things we dislike on the internet, weird circles on the internet, memes, pretty much everything you can think of.
This is probably going to be a two-parter because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the internet. We could probably go 5 episodes if we really wanted, but we're going to try and keep it to 2. And so yeah, we were just saying like the nightmare that is having not elderly necessarily, but older relatives try to add you on social media.
Elderly, infantile, what are words? What do they mean anymore in regards to age?
Very specific things actually, but
I think someone who is in their 50s, if you were to call them elderly, they would probably want to kill you.
right, yes, exactly. I have the fortune of I legitimately don't use Facebook anymore. So when a relative
That is true, you don't.
No, I hate it. I think it's... Well, here's the thing, right? Forget all the political Zuckerberg steals my information and sells it to aliens to clone me for government purposes or whatever the fuck, right? It's full of 2 things. Old people whose opinions I don't care about reading because that's all they do is post their opinions. And people our age... Can you hear that car, or am I sounding insane?
Yeah. They want to post their opinions. They want to let us know what they're feeling.
Oh, that's an alarm. It's going to keep going.
They're feeling very alarmed today
Yeah, right?
about the
Or
state of the world.
The posts that people our age make at this point they're either they're like, Look at my baby, and I won't stop posting
Oh.
about this baby.
Oh.
Look at
That's
my
frightening.
significant other, and I won't stop posting about my significant other. Which, look, post about
Well-
your significant other, that's fine. But when it's constant...
Yeah, I was going to say, we're both, like, we both do that.
No. Of course, doing it once in a while or every so often, like, that's fine, especially on special occasions. But, like, when it's all the time...
It's
Like-
oh, my boyfriend Terry made me a sandwich. And it was...
Look at this meal my girlfriend made me. Or, hey, I'm gonna tag my significant other in this post that makes me think about you. You could just send it to them. You don't have to, like, tag them in it and fill my
Everybody,
feed with
look
it.
how much I love my partner, because I tagged them in a meme that says I love my partner.
That exact mentality is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I hate it. I don't use Facebook anymore, so I have the fortune of when a relative says, hey, I added you on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I don't really use Facebook anymore. I didn't really see it. Sorry. Like, it's not a lie. And
You could just say to them, you don't really use Facebook anymore, but they can follow you on Instagram where you're posting pictures of fucking egg salad.
No, I will never suggest any of my active socials to anyone I'm related to, ever. I don't want to do that.
Not even your sisters, bro? That's cold.
Yeah, I know.
not even the youngin', not even the one who you've done stuff on social media with.
I mean, she just happened to have found it. If she didn't, I probably wouldn't have said anything.
Wow. Sorry, Lizzie. That must be hard to hear.
Because here's the reason. It runs the risk of my parents finding it through her or whatever, which almost happened. My mom got TikTok on her phone
Oh my god.
and happened upon my videos before anything ever blew up.
Oh
So
my god.
it wasn't like, oh my god, you have 80,000 followers. It was like, oh, I found your thing. And I'm like, oh, please don't look at it. I had to say to her directly, please don't look at it. And she was
Oh
like,
no, please don't look at me like talking about JoJo's every day.
don't acknowledge this.
Don't
Can we
acknowledge me dressing up as Bruno by charity.
Can we just pretend? Thank God I didn't have any cosplay content on my page at the time.
Oh.
Like,
Well, I mean, like, let's talk about this. Are you ashamed or what?
it's not shame. It's, I don't know how to explain that.
I get it though. I think there's a feeling of producing content, whatever it may be, like even if it's just, you know, sending out tweets or anything. There's
Right.
that innate like fear of, well, I suppose it depends on the kind of relationship you have with your parents, because some people are very
Yeah.
open with their parents and treat them as like their friends, and I'm like, huh, what's that like? I wish I knew what that was like.
I sort of have a little bit of that. Like, my parents, like, here's the thing, right? Like, they know
There's
I
no
watch.
filter. Like with some people with their parents, you need a filter because
Yeah.
there's that pre-established relationship there that differs with everybody. But across the board, I'd say there's generally like a keeping up appearances type of situation when it comes to your
Yeah.
parents and social media.
Yeah. And so, like, with my parents, like, they know I watch anime. They vaguely know anime exists, but they don't know
They
anything
understand
about
Japan
it. Right.
at
They
a
know
base
it's
level.
My dad knows it as that violent cartoon that he didn't want me watching when I was in middle school.
Oh, is that Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z and Naruto.
Is Naruto really that violent?
It can be sometimes. Like, he saw blood. That was all he needed. It was like, no.
Oh no, red stuff.
But
If
now
only you watched Danganronpa, where all the blood is pink, he would have had no problem with it.
But now, obviously, he wouldn't give a shit because I'm an adult.
You're 26 years old. You can you sort of make your own way in the world at this point.
I can watch what I want. Yeah.
I can
But
stay up past my bedtime.
if they were to
Post
see
egg
a
salad.
fucking... If they were to see a fucking JoJo Roulette video, and I would have to try to explain that?
Not only would you have to try and explain that, you would then have to explain why that specifically has got you nearly 100,000 people
Right,
interested
like,
in you.
that's a nightmare scenario for me.
I don't think I can explain that to someone our age. I have trouble understanding it sometimes.
Unless you watch JoJo specifically, there is no explaining it.
I mean,
So-
you could be an anime fan and understand it, I guess, but
Right, and the cosplay
there's a
stuff...
lot of baggage that comes with your notoriety, shall we say.
Right, and the cosplay stuff, it's like, you know, they know that I've dressed up for Halloween, but they've never seen me, like, in the cosplay in the middle of August, you know what I mean?
See, my parents have.
See, that's a little bit easier for you then.
Well, because I actually cosplayed, like, going to conventions and all of that. Not saying that you don't, I'm saying...
Well, I haven't.
Well, I mean, you put on the outfit. Some say that's just cosplay as it is. I can hear Ellie being like, "Yeah, he's cosplayed. Don't be a gatekeeper." Like,
I mean,
okay.
I meant conventions, but yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like, I used to go to conventions because I would stay at my dad's place whenever I went to MCM Comic Con. So he's seen all of the cringy outfits that I used to wear, and I think he thought it was cool. I mean, he didn't hate it. Like, he didn't want me not doing it. So that's more than you can say for a lot of other parents who are a little bit controlling. And that's kind of where it becomes a bit dangerous sometimes, having your parents on your socials, because if they're like ridiculously overbearing, it can be a bit of a problem. Luckily, I don't have that relationship, and I'm sure you don't either. But I've heard many a story about many of my friends who have had issues regarding their parents finding their socials. So, I mean, it used to be a concern for me, but then I just stopped posting after a while, because I would be so bold as to say that we've had sort of a similar, like, usage of social media, where, like, we had that boom period in our lives where we would just post constantly, and then now it's sort of winding down. At least in regards to Facebook, I can definitely say that.
Yeah, like
Facebook, I literally would delete it if I didn't want to use it as a tool for keeping up with certain friends, because a lot of the friends that I have are on Twitter, Instagram, that's pretty much it. But I really use like Twitter and Instagram. TikTok I don't really count as a social media, because it's more of a content creation app, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
it's closer to YouTube than Facebook.
Yeah, like YouTube isn't a social media or anything, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, I would just delete Facebook if I like had the balls to, but there's a couple of like outliers, I suppose, but aren't on other socials that I would like to maybe keep in touch with and everything. And I view it as like a way to broadcast how I'm doing. I mean, I probably haven't posted in over a year at this point, but that's because nothing's fucking happened, you know?
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's a... I don't want this to be like a social media specific episode.
Oh no, we're just talking about it to like open up with. I can actually tell a story about a memory, I suppose, of how we first got to talking.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, the internet is the reason we know each other, so we definitely have things to be grateful for as far as the internet goes, as much as we may right now sound like it's a hellscape, which it is.
The internet was a mistake, and we should never have done it, and we should all have cave paintings and carrier pigeons.
Right.
Back in my day, because of the war. I remember probably one of the first conversations we ever had was related to Supla content, the Supla, of course, being the wrestling podcast that we have been a part of for quite some time now.
Yup, going on 8 years.
8 years, oh, Jesus Christ. We're not going to carbon date things anymore, because it's just going to make me upset.
Back when we were infants.
It's like 17, yeah, basically. So, your profile picture, and I'll always remember this.
Whoa.
It was you, like, in a doorway, holding out your phone into, like, a bathroom mirror.
Oh, no.
So your picture was basically just a phone and an arm, and I thought, haha, that's quirky.
Right, that was my teenage satire of social media profile pictures.
But really, you probably just didn't like your face and you didn't want it plastered everywhere, right?
That was absolutely the catalyst of my decision to say, hey, why
because I relate to that. That's probably, I probably could have learned from that, honestly, in my youth. But yeah, I just remember finding you on Facebook, adding you, and being like, oh God, will he accept me? And then you did. And we just started talking about like the Royal Rumble or some shit. And then...
I don't remember that first conversation like that, actually.
Well, because to me, you were, like, not famous, but, not influential, but...
Not important.
Not notorious. What is the word? You know what I mean?
I love the the idea. And I'm not saying this is what you were going for, but I love the idea of like starting with a complimentary word and then downplaying it over and over and still like, no, not that. Not that either.
Not this. Not garbage. I don't mean that. I also don't mean human waste.
Not any kind of positive.
No. But you were someone who was like a step above a normal person, right?
It was so for
you were a
context of this-
content creator at the time.
For context of this, because that was 20. I just got it down this year. It was 2014 when we started talking.
Yes, I want to say
2 years prior, really 1 year prior, but 2 years prior in 2012, I had first met Liam and Andy, and I made shitty YouTube videos at the time. They did the Supla, and it was like, oh, we both do this. Haha, isn't that neat? They obviously had a lot more subscribers than I did, and I was a fan of their show first. And then we got to talking, and it was like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And then about a year later, they said, hey, do you want to do Let's Plays for our channel? And kind of be like an official part of the team. And I'm like, that'd be fucking dope. So in 2013, I started doing that and became like an unofficial new member of the Supla. I say unofficial because like I wasn't on the main podcast. I was just doing the Let's Plays. But then when they switched to a live format, I would occasionally join in as a third host, and that was sort of like oh my god, I'm actually like a part of this now. And those live shows were where I first took notice of Brooks, who the reason, I haven't said this on this show yet, so the reason I call him Brooks, which some of you may have noticed, is his last name. His first name is Sam, and everyone else calls him Sam. And that noise he just made indicates he thinks it's weird when I call him Sam, because all I've done is ever call him Brooks.
there you go. Fuck.
The reason I call him Brooks is because his username in the live chat was Brooks. So that's what I knew him as. And it's just stuck ever since. But yeah, then I wanted to ask you this, because I actually was thinking about this the other day and I didn't know the answer to it. How did you and Liam first get to talking about you coming on to do the editorial? Which, for context, when Brooks first joined the channel, he did it through a show he made called the Supla Editorial, where he would take some form of wrestling-related content and do basically like a Angry Video Game Nerd-esque style review, but through a more like Lynchian lens, I guess.
That's probably the biggest compliment I'll ever get in regards to the editorial, is that it was made through a Lynchian lens.
Like, you had a different approach to it. You didn't sit there and go, oh, this is fucking stupid, like Angry Video Game Nerd style. But, like, that kind of review show...
It was that format with, like, stuff.
Right.
It's aged horribly, and it's on private now because it's my work and I can do what I want with it. But, yeah, that was kind of how I got into the fold. And it was mostly just me showing up to the Supla live streams where they would talk about wrestling, and then sort of making content for them via Twitter, oddly enough. So, like,
right.
Twitter headers with quotes they've said.
That's right, that was the first thing you did.
Memes with, like, quotes from the show, and Liam took notice and was like, hey, do you want to do something with us? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then 8 years later, I'm basically holding up the fucking channel with a tent pole.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot you like made those headers and memes and shit. Oh,
yeah,
man.
humble beginnings, really. It's a thing that I've done with a lot of different content creators. Like, they've noticed me because I produce content. And by content, I mean shitty memes on Photoshop that I know they're gonna like.
Going back to the general internet discussion, channels and pages and groups that I followed back in the earlier days, like middle school, high school, internet, they did that a lot. Like, it would start off as a small group of friends doing something, and then fans would make content and become, like, super fans of that page or content, and then those would usually be the people that got reached out to join the group. Like, I saw that over and over again with all the groups I followed.
And it still kind of happens to this day, except instead of like becoming like an on-screen, on-video like character, these people will be like moderators or editors or some type of behind-the-scenes stuff, which is still cool to see and everything. But yeah, it was just a style at the time.
It probably only feels like it happens less because those same groups and pages now are like full-fledged businesses, and that's just not the way you recruit anymore when you're a business.
Yeah, that too, and it's mostly just like a solo people, like doing solo people things, so they can't have anyone join them to be on like a screen level. It's more of a behind-the-scenes helper, which is by no means a lesser form of by being recruited into a fold. It's just it's a different way of getting things done.
Right.
The internet fosters friendships through creativity.
Yeah.
Which is the best thing that I can say about all of us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, half of the people that listen to this that are my friends have probably met via the internet. Like, I don't meet people in real life because the people in real life suck. They're all boring, and they don't share my interests.
Real life is big and scary.
Well, I'm not scared of it. I could punch it and then it would stop moving.
The internet's only as big as my screen.
That is true. It can give some people a lot of confidence.
I know I told you not to watch Bo Burnham's new special, Inside.
Yeah, we're at that point now where he's like a fucking caretaker because he knows like my weird nuances that send me into fucking mental crises. So he now has to fucking warn me not to watch this thing that everyone's watching, because if I do, I'll have a fucking manic episode.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not 100% certain that would happen, but I feel like there's a chance.
But the fact that you have said it, and that there's a chance, means, fine. I guess I'll never understand who Bo Burnham is and all this shit.
But I was going to ask if you just so happen to have, on TikTok, heard at least that one song, Welcome to the Internet, that he did in that special?
I don't know it by name.
Can I interest you in everything all of the time?
Oh yeah, I've heard of a couple of little bits of that.
Yeah, it's a real great like surmising of the internet, because he talks about how you literally can find anything from pasta recipes to how to build a bomb, and how that's way too fucking much information and it's being blasted into your eyeballs all day, every day.
It's a scary thing when you think about it, is that, like, movies, you can watch them at any time. They have a start and an end point. Video games, more or less the same, but on a wider scale. The internet, you could spend every hour of your life, like, without sleep, looking at this source of content. And it's quite a scary thing when you imagine how vast it all is. Bearing in mind, that's just surface level. We're not even talking about dark web and deep web and all of that stuff.
Oh, yeah, which, I mean, I'm not that experienced in or know that much about anyway, but, like, to talk about, like, how big the internet is, like, there's literally no way in a human lifetime to take in all the information that's on the internet. Like, there was a stat years ago at this point that in order to watch everything on YouTube, it would take you, like, 30 years. But that was years ago, and so much stuff gets uploaded to YouTube every second that it's just impossible.
You want some really mind-blowing YouTube statistics?
What's that?
This is from, like, last year, but I think it's still relevant. Do you want to guess how many hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute?
Oh god, I can't even begin to imagine. How many?
500 hours.
Every minute?
Every minute.
That is an exponential impossibility to watch everything. It's impossible.
Well, we watch over 1 billion hours of YouTube videos a day, which is more than Netflix and Facebook video combined.
And I think part of that is because YouTube videos are usually much shorter. You can sink so much more. It's like eating popcorn, right? If you eat a steak, you're going to eat one steak and you're going to finish when you're done with that steak. When you eat popcorn, it's so small and there's so much of it that you can just keep eating it and not realize how much you're eating.
10-hour popcorn tub.
Yeah, fuck me, man. That's crazy. Let's switch gears a little bit because this is getting like into the scarier parts of the internet. What was your first experience with the internet?
That's a tricky one.
If you need time to think about it, I know mine.
One of my earliest memories is my dad being on the internet and showing me like a Flash game.
Yeah.
Remember those ancient fucking texts known as Flash games?
They don't exist anymore.
I mean, they don't, sadly, but I remember this one of, it was like this man, and he had an apple on his head, and like there was a target moving around the screen, and you had to click when it was on the apple to try and knock the apple off his head.
That era of Flash games, I know exactly what you mean.
But every time you would click it, no matter if it was close to the apple or not, you would hit everything around it. You would hit the man, you would hit the tree behind him, you would hit a plane that was overhead and it would crash. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff.
Like it didn't actually correlate to where the target was.
I've probably repressed a lot of it, not gonna lie, because it's a scary place when you're a unsupervised child that doesn't really know what the internet is and how big it is and what like its primary user base is.
Yeah,
which is adults, and adults are scary when you're a child.
Yup, and especially when you try to get into what you can and can't do with it, and when you realize that the can't is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my first experiences on just a computer, not even the internet. I would only do like MS Paint and shit, right? And then I think I also had like this Bionicle CD-ROM game, but I don't...
Oh, yo, I think I had that too. Was it like smaller disc than usual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that same one.
I don't remember what the actual game was, though.
It wouldn't run on my shitty computer, so
I don't think it ran on mine either.
Yeah, we had really shitty computers for whatever reason.
But my first internet experiences were... Oh, this goes to show, like, when I was a kid is so much more innocent. I went to 3 websites. I went to either Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or DisneyChannel.com.
Or 4chan.
No. And I would just play the games that they had on those websites.
Yeah. Like, I mean, website games and, like, CD, compact disc games were a lot of my early experiences. Like, we probably should have touched on this in a video games episode, but some of the earliest games I remember playing were, like, point-and-click adventures. Like, remember Pajama Sam?
No.
Remember Putt Putt, the little car?
I know of Putt Putt, but I never played it.
I think the company who makes them is Humongous Entertainment, and I recently watched, like a Let's Play, or even, like, just a walkthrough of some of their video games, and I was like, oh, I'm 5 years old again. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, and oddly enough, Rayman 2.
Really? Really?
Rayman 2 is on fucking every, like, console imaginable. It's, like, the most ported, like, action game ever made. But, yeah, on the PC, I had it there. Played it all the time. Scared me at some parts. I love that game. So good. Should have put it in my 3x3.
I just remember now that I think about it, I can't really remember any of the games that would be on, like, the Nickelodeon website, but the Cartoon Network website was the one where I did the most, because they had, like, the Ed, Edd n Eddy games, they had Ben 10, there was another one I played all the time, but...
The Scary Maze.
Fuck that shit.
I think psychologically that has given me PTSD.
I don't trust most things I see on the internet because of shit like that.
Yeah, I think that got me, and a couple of other, like, jump scare videos got me as well, so...
Yeah, like the famous car commercial one.
Yeah, that car commercial one with the crazy zombie guy. A lot of that has honestly, I think, affected me, like, deeply psychologically, because I was so young at the time, and it, like, made such an impression on me that, like, I jump at loud noises now. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why I'm so jumpy now.
Did you ever have a friend that either coerced you or tricked you into watching Two Girls, One Cup?
I have stories about this video.
Go for it.
So, for the longest time, I don't know where you hear these rumors from, but everyone, at some point, hears the name Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah, I don't know where it started.
It must be like a playground whisper type of thing, where it's like, have you heard, have you seen this, do you know about this?
Yeah.
The stuff of legends.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible, horrifying legends.
Yeah, not the good kind.
No. For those who maybe have the pleasure of not knowing, Google this. Just Google it.
No, don't Google it.
No, just Google it, and then it will come up with the, what it is, alright? Because we're a highbrow, we're a Christian podcast, alright? And we shouldn't be sullying our audiences with the, Two Girls, One Cup experience.
So, for a long time...
But we're going to talk about it anyway.
So, for a long time, I didn't realize that this video that we're talking about was actually just a trailer.
Yeah.
For a longer porn?
Do you know what that longer porn was called?
I don't.
Hungry Bitches.
Disgusting.
Yes, disgusting.
For the people that don't want to look it up because you're scared, the long and short of it is Two Girls, One Cup is two girls shitting into a cup and eating it.
And then vomiting into each other's mouths.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
It was a fetish pornography movie.
Yeah.
But that clip was like going viral because you had Marines, like US Marines reacting to it and just
I remember
vomiting.
that!
That's like on the Wikipedia page for it. That's like the staple reaction to it.
Oh my god, as soon as you said it, I like saw it perfectly in my head.
Yeah, there's like that one guy at the front who just like, oh!
Yeah!
Yeah. So, I heard all the stories. I watched all of the React videos, and then me and my father...
Your dad?!
Hey, this isn't a character assassination on my father, alright? It was
No,
supervised
I'm just like, I would never!
internet exploration.
Oh my god.
It was supervised internet exploration, and, we happened to stumble across it.
How quickly did he shut it off?
He watched it first.
And then said, hey son, you want to see this?
No. That's the thing. I was like, hey, Dad, you know that video? You know that Two Girls, One Cup video? And look what I found. I think I found it. Do you want to watch it and then see if it's legit, and then I can watch it? And then he was like, sure, son.
Oh my god.
So he watched it. Like, maybe about like 10 seconds passed. He went to the kitchen and threw up, and then was like, yeah, no, you're not watching this, son. And then closed the laptop. And that was it.
So did you ever actually watch it?
No!
Oh, wow!
Have you?
So here's my story.
Oh, buddy.
For a long time, I avoided it. I saw the reactions, I knew what it basically was, and I was like, I'm not watching it.
You know what it is. Why would you want to experience it when you know exactly what it is?
Well, remember what I asked you. I said, did you ever have a friend who tricked or coerced you into watching it?
Oh, man. Is he not your friend anymore? I hope not.
Technically, he still is. I haven't talked to him in a while, but...
You have bad taste.
No, he's a good friend. It's just that, so I was over at his house one weekend, and he was like, oh, yeah, it just came up somehow. It was like Two Girls, One Cup, and I was like, yeah, fuck that shit. And he's like, wait, have you ever seen it? I'm like, no, I haven't seen it. I'm not going to watch that shit. And so, cue the next,
the conversation that we literally just had.
Right, cue the next, 2 hours of him being like, dude, come on, you gotta see it. It's so fucking fun. I gotta see your reaction. I'm like, no, fuck this. And I don't remember what he said that eventually I was just like, fine, I'll watch it once, just to shut you up, probably. And
the rest is history.
I wish I didn't make that decision, but I will say this. I think I've blacked it out because I don't really remember the details of the video anymore. So at least it's not burned into my psyche, and I'll have that to my grave. But I'm never watching it again.
I mean, you could find this, relatively easily. If you just go onto any porn site, and you just type it in, you're probably going to be able to find it.
Yeah, it's got to be readily available.
Cue me going to a certain website.
You're not
To try
actually
and-
going to do this right now, are you?
I want to see if I can find it, alright?
Oh, okay.
No luck on the hub. Let's try elsewhere.
Really? Try just Googling the name.
I have. It just comes up with all the articles about it and like the famous
Really?
like. Yeah, there's a lot of journalism regarding this
Well,
pornographic
that
trailer.
I don't doubt.
This is probably sullying my search history, but
Interesting. I
it's
wonder
all
if-
just like I don't get it. Like it's all you were easily able to see reactions to it, but like the actual video itself like remained like a mystery, just far off in the distance, and you could never find it.
Hold on. I think
Why
I might
is
have
that?
just, like... Oh, I think I found it.
Oh, you think you found it? Oh, please show me.
Oh, you want this? You want to see this?
Yes. Now that you've done this.
Okay, here's the link on Discord.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
I can't either. I'm not looking at it.
This Discord is literally like, wait, hold up. This will take you to this link. Are you sure you want to go there?
And it's
Yes.
like a .ca. It's like a Canadian link.
My McAfee antivirus website says that it's suspicious.
It probably is.
I'll visit anyway. Okay, let's
I can't
see.
believe this is happening right now.
Oh, I think this is legit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the music was definitely legit. That is
Oh,
the song.
yeah, here it is. It's legit. It's happening.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this is history right here.
Oh! Oh no!
It's only a minute long.
no! Oh!
Yeah. It gets worse.
why?
It gets worse.
I know. I don't. Oh, stop it, man. This is. Stop
Now he's
it.
nervous laughing.
Oh! Oh, no. What is going? No. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? Oh no.
These are all the stages of grief.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh my god. So, thoughts?
It's not that bad.
It sucks though.
Yeah. If there's ever a way I can describe that experience, yeah, that sucked. I don't know what I expected, honestly.
No, it's pretty straightforward. It's just the worst thing to look at. Like it's exactly what
it's-
you expect it to be, but that sucks.
It just kind of like it repeats in my mind now.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to watch it, because I don't want that. I don't want to remember how it looks.
That was bad.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
So
I actually feel kind of nauseous now. Like,
have some water.
no.
I'll
think I'm
refrain.
alright.
I'm gonna stay away from cups for a while.
Yep.
Drink
I'm,
all my water out of plates.
I'm gonna get it directly from the sink.
No, it's awful. That's the worst thing about it is it sticks in your head for a while.
People always ask me like, what superpower would I have? It would literally be like the Life is Strange like time rewind. Like I don't care if you'd eventually get like a brain damage or anything. I need that in my life right now.
Yeah.
Right now. But even then, it wouldn't work because I still retain knowledge and experience of these things happening. So,
That one's gonna suck for a while, bud.
the internet, what a wonderful place to be.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, I was saying before, my early experiences were, like, playing games on DisneyChannel.com, like the fucking Lilo and Stitch sandwich stacker game that I'm sure a lot of people remember. Because that one's...
Do you remember the Lion King, like, learn to type game?
No. I never played a lot of, like, the educational games. I was always into the, like, brain-rotting games. Like,
I was
there was an
brain
Ed, Ed,
building,
Netty,
you
like...
were brain rotting.
There was, like, an Ed, Ed, Netty, like, Beyblade game. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why that was an Ed, Ed, Netty game.
I mean, two popular things at any given time will inevitably cross over, so...
But it wasn't, like, actually Beyblade. It was, like, there were, like, tops from the other kids in the cul-de-sac that would, like, go from, like, they would go horizontally across the screen, and you would shoot one vertically down the, like, arena and see how many you could hit. Like, that was the game. And I played it all the time.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about the video again.
Yeah.
You know what else is, like, horrifying in a not actually horrifying sense, but kind of is when you keep thinking about it?
Mm.
You ever heard of 5-Minute Crafts?
Oh my god. They're the worst.
So this is going into the YouTube subsection of the internet now.
And we're skipping ahead in history a bit. 5-Minute Crafts is a more recent problem.
5-Minute Crafts is entirely family friendly. It's nothing, like, disturbing or,
No.
like, otherwise bad. It's framed, like, for kids and for families, and, like, it's nothing like those weird Spider-Man videos or, like, the Elsa videos where it's, like, weird costumed people doing weird things that are actually a little bit disturbing.
I don't
These
know
are literally
what
just-
you're referring to, but I kind of don't want to know what you're referring to.
Never mind. The people that know. The people that don't know, you're better off not knowing. So, this is literally arts and crafts, right?
Yeah.
But this is the big thing about it.
They make
Is
stupid, pointless shit.
They... What I can only describe is they make hacks and crafts for things that shouldn't need hacks or crafts in the first place.
Right. The most...
It's like that guy on TikTok who breaks stuff and then fixes it, like, terribly.
The best example of 5-Minute Crafts being shitty that I can think of, I don't know if you have a better one, but
Well, a friend of mine actually sent me a TikTok and was like, yo, you should talk about 5-Minute Crafts on a podcast, and I'm like, why the fuck not? I'll keep that in my back pocket, and then when we get to the internet episode, I'll fucking bring it out. But I'm gonna go and find that. You talk about your thing.
Yeah, the one I was going to say is, and Jenna Marbles tackled this in one of her videos, but it was the sandal made out of hot glue.
Yes.
You take a shoe, you cut out an outline for your base of your shoe, which already means you have a shoe ready to go.
Yeah, but it's not made of hot glue. It's basically pointless.
Then you take the base you've cut out and cover it in hot glue to make a solid hot glue base. And then you use the hot glue gun to make little arches from one end to the other, like a sandal. Now you have a sandal made of hot glue when you already had perfectly good shoes ready to use, and these suck. They don't work.
Didn't she also do, like, the jeans chair as well?
She did. You stuff a bunch of jeans with, like, fucking, like, taxidermy stuffing, and then you sew them together, and you have a big, ugly jeans chair.
Like this weird, ugly, like, Founding Titan, like, level of horrifying jean chair.
It's like a weird denim rib cage.
Yeah. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I found the TikTok, right? It's just a TikTok compilation, just like 5-Minute Crafts need to be stopped. So they
Yeah.
take an egg box.
Mm-hmm.
Give me so far. They paint it with metallic blue paint.
Okay.
They sprinkle it with glitter
Mm-hmm.
on some parts. So you now have two glittery lines. They put a little brooch on it. This is all on the top of the egg box.
Okay.
They attach a ribbon to the side of it. You now have a fancy purse.
What?
Yeah. I'll send this to you now quickly so that you can
I have to see
corroborate
this.
what I'm watching.
I have to see this.
Like, yeah, okay, we'll look at this one first. It's a compilation, so just pause when you get to the purse, but yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Painting it blue. Looks like a blue egg carton. There's the glitter. Only in two specific strips, mind you. And
Mhm.
there's the decorative brooch. There's a ribbon. It just looks like a fucking piece of garbage.
Uh-huh.
And that's supposed to be a purse?
Uh-huh. It's a 5-minute craft.
Oh my god, I hate
So
these
then this
people.
next one is it's like you get like a massive baking tray, you fill it with like some type of form setting putty.
Yeah, it looks
Like,
like
you
almost
put-
like a silicone mold, but obviously
Yeah,
not.
silicone mold. That's basically what it is. You put your foot in it,
Uh-huh.
get like a footprint. You put in some
Nickelodeon
pretty sure this is-
slime.
yeah, it's like Nickelodeon slime, but I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like a PVA or something. You let
Yeah.
that set so that you have a foot mold. You put
Mm-hmm.
that in a shoe, and then bam, I guess you have an insole
What is the point?
made of PVA glue.
What is the point? It's
But
literally
no
just
one
to have
will
your
ever see.
own foot shape in your shoe when you're already going to be wearing the shoe.
Just buy fucking insoles.
But even then, like, that can't possibly be comfortable. It was made out of fucking, like, molding plastic.
It's a craft that can be done in 5 minutes.
It doesn't mean it should.
And then this next one is them making like a... I don't even know what this material is, but it's like a...
It's like a 3D printer pen type of thing.
Yeah. So they make a pair of over-ear headphones with that you can put your in-ear headphones underneath to make it look like you have over-ear headphones.
What? What the fuck? Why would you do that? What is the point of wearing these jaggedy ass giant yellow plastic headphones? Who are you tricking with that? And for what
Hey,
purpose?
who says it's about tricking? Maybe they just want to be stylish.
It looks like shit. Oh
So
my
yeah,
god.
these 5-minute crafts are not 5 minutes, nor crafty.
Dude, that looked like it took for, like, to fucking mold a plastic headphone thing out of a printer pen would take, like, too much time to look that bad.
Well, it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes crafting.
Jesus Christ, I don't like them.
It's something to behold.
But, going back in time a little bit, before, there was a platform for these people to ruin our days with, there, like, a lot of my internet exposure was games in the early times. It was like the Cartoon Network games, or I would go to something like fucking Congregate or any Flash game website and play games there. And then,
Oh yeah. We've all played the Flash games in like IT class where it's like shoot the zombies and all of that
or
shit.
the Bloons Tower Defense.
Yeah.
And then around 2007, 2008, for me anyway, everybody started saying, hey, those Flash videos we occasionally watch, there's a place where they all are, and you can watch any of them anytime, and you don't have to click along and do all the shit that you normally have to do on like Newgrounds.
Nonsense! What is this? What is this you speak of? This stuff of legends.
They call it YouTube.
No.
And I don't know if you remember how YouTube used to look in 2008.
Dear God.
It is such a different website.
No. Yeah. Do you remember the first YouTube video you ever watched?
It had to have been one of those fucking like Naruto Flash videos that I used to be obsessed with.
Mine would have been the trailer for the Simpsons movie.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my brother showing it to me, and I was like, how do you get to it? What do you do? And he's like, just go on YouTube. And I'm like, what's that? And so then I was just let loose on YouTube.
Hold on, I'm looking something up right now. Okay, yeah, that movie came out 2007, so you were still there like right at the beginning.
I would have been 12.
I was
With
12
the
when
brain
that
of a
movie came out?
6-year-old.
Jesus Christ, I was 12 when that movie came out?
Simpsons started before you were born.
I know, but I remember going to the theaters to see that movie with my friends, and I felt like we were older than 12.
Time is only relative to how you feel. If you feel like you're old, then... I don't know, you're probably old. I don't know, what do you want from me?
When that movie came out, I actually just got that memory back as we were talking about it of what exactly the type of content I was watching on YouTube at the time. And that would be basically what could be considered AMVs, but they weren't music videos. It would take audio from comedians. And
Oh, you mean like crack videos?
sort of. And
Yeah.
then use like Naruto footage over it, so it looked like the characters were telling the joke or whatever.
I mean, people still do that to this day on TikTok, so
Yeah, it's just
it's never died out. It's quite a popular thing.
there was so much. It was usually Dave Chappelle or Dane Cook at the time.
Thing
Like those two were what.
is, I
those-
remember watching a video of Kingdom Hearts characters doing a Dane Cook routine at one point.
Really, they
And I was
even did it with
this
Kingdom
is
Hearts.
the funniest shit in the whole world.
Man, yeah, and Mitch Hedberg. Those videos were how I discovered Mitch Hedberg, who became like my favorite comedian of all time. So
What's his joke about rice?
I don't remember exactly the wording of it, but it's basically like rice is great if you ever want to eat 1,000 of something.
Yeah, let me look it up.
Yeah, I love him, and that's how I discovered him.
Rice is great if you're really hungry and want to eat 2,000 of something.
There you go. But yeah, that like I just remembered like when that movie came out, that was what I was watching on YouTube because I remember waiting in the movie theater lobby for the movie to start. They wouldn't let us in yet. And me and my two friends were just sitting there fucking reciting comedian bits that we had seen in those videos.
Oh, brilliant. Well, the youth wasting their time with stand-up jokes that they think were from Naruto.
Well, no, we knew who was saying them. It's just that was the vehicle of which they were delivered to us.
Remember when Naruto started talking about car crashes and Sasuke was like, huh?
And then, of course, that did lead into the AMV phase of my life, which,
Ooh, AMVs. What a...
boy, oh boy.
They're actually, like, people knock AMVs, but, like, they can be legitimately well-made and, like,
Oh.
really cool.
When they're well made, they're legitimately great content.
Have you
Like,
ever made one?
I had an entire phase of making them.
I have made a singular one.
That's right, for that convention competition.
So there was this AMV contest at an old convention where the winner would be selected from a number of submissions, and I was the one who won.
And if I remember correctly, it was an AMV using Hellsing,
Hellsing Ultimate, yes.
and the song was it Nightman?
It was Dayman,
Dayman?
from Always Sunny, yeah.
That's amazing. I remember watching it, and it was really good.
Yeah, everyone loved it, and I was like, oh, my ego, it rises.
What year was that?
2016.
So you had the benefit of being a slightly older, more experienced editor at that
Oh
point.
yeah, by that time I was like editing loads of different videos. I was editing Supla stuff like way before then even.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was coming from like a guy who had experience with video editing, and I probably had like an unfair advantage, but they had no like qualifying like restrictions or anything. They didn't say you have to like know this amount of editing.
I don't necessarily mean like an advantage over the competition at the time. I mean like compare that to what I was doing in 2007, 2008. Like the AMV phase of my life is what got me into editing, to be fair. It just means that it was the first stuff I was ever editing, and if I looked at it now, I'd probably want to jump out of a window. But
Oh, does it still exist? Is it something that I could see?
so here's the thing. I had an initial channel that I was doing this stuff on, and that channel unfortunately no longer exists, and I don't remember why. I don't think I deleted it. I think something happened to it.
The monsters got it.
Maybe it was copyright issues, because with AMVs that was always
Oh
something.
yeah, 100%. If it was AMVs you were doing, it was most likely copyright stuff.
And then I made a second channel to continue it on. That still exists, but I will never, ever disclose what it's called. It's not anything related to any username or content I make now. There's no connection to the name. Good luck finding it.
Are you saying this to me or to the audience?
All. And so, but what I remember about it was that, like, that was my first experience getting into editing. I did it all on, like, Windows Movie Maker because I didn't have any money.
Mm-hmm. I used to make, like, stop motion, like, with MS Paint, like, fucking videos using that.
And through that was my first experience of, like, sort of kind of making online friends, because in that AMV community, there was like, I don't know, maybe 10 of us that kind of came together in our own little circle, and we would do like little gonna get into the lingo here that I'm now remembering. So you either made a full AMV or you made a beta, and a beta was just like you take a snippet of the song, like maybe up to a minute, and you make an AMV with that. And the idea is that eventually you could turn that into a full AMV. And what the different editors would do is like, hey, let's match up and like do contests and like have beta like matchups. I would win some and lose some. Like, it was never like a total wash or a total like sweep, but that I remember so vividly now. And I remember meeting a guy online, and I would chat with him, and like he was sort of like a editing mentor for me, like the first guy that sort of like gave me editing tips. And that led me into using Sony Vegas Pro, which was like a huge upgrade in like now my editing capacity. And so, yeah, that sort of like led into me being like the self-taught editor that I am now, which I never really thought about that much before we started talking about this. But yeah, that was a huge phase of my life. And it was also when I first started discovering like abridged series, which was a whole other category of
Oh yeah, the classic abridged series with let me guess, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was definitely the first one.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was, for all intents and purposes, like the first proper abridged series of anything.
It was definitely the first good one, I think.
And it's still going.
It's still good.
I stopped watching years ago, so I'm sure it is, but I haven't seen it for a god knows
I
how
like
long.
checked in recently. I don't watch it regularly, but yeah. I mean, what's impressive about that one is it's one fucking guy.
Oh yeah,
That's
I've met
insane.
that guy several times at conventions. Lovely fella.
Yeah,
Super
awesome.
nice, super cool, super awesome.
And it led to him being like one of the biggest quote unquote celebrities at the time. Now, probably could argue that he actually is one, but
And then that bred like Team 4-Star, which is obviously like its own beast now.
yeah, dude, so there was a different Dragon Ball Z abridged project. I can't remember what it was called or what the name of the guy was that did it, but like that was sort of the only one for a little while, and it was good, but it was a different kind of abridged where like it did not follow the plot of Dragon Ball Z at all. He completely made up his own story for it, which is fine. And then Dragon Ball Z abridged with Team 4-Star came along, and they followed the plot and obviously just went goofy with it. And that took off. And I still remember the like monumental moment when it was revealed that Frieza was going to be played by Little Karibo, the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged guy. Like, that was such a monumental moment for anyone that followed that. It was so crazy. And of course, I tried to make my own abridged as well with a friend of mine. It sucked. We did 3 episodes of it and stopped.
What was the anime?
Bleach.
Oh boy.
I was a huge Bleach fan at the time.
Wow.
It sucked.
I'm not even going to argue. I'm sure it did.
That channel that I was talking about that had the other AMVs on it, it's on there if anyone ever finds that channel.
Were you the voice of, fuck.
Of course I was.
Ichigo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know why I thought Itachi was his name. That's different. No.
No, yeah, me and my friend Travis made that. We loved it at the time, and you know what? I'll give myself one piece of credit. There's one joke. I rewatched it just because I found it again like a couple years ago. There was one joke that I was still like, you know what? Considering this was when I was in fucking middle school, that one wasn't so bad.
Would you like to tell the class?
No.
Great. Amazing story. I'm glad we have backstory for it.
Because then, God forbid, it could lead like a breadcrumb trail to people finding that channel, and I don't want that.
I'm sure you repeating like vertebrim, a quote from a video, will not lead to anything.
I don't want to take that chance. But,
Wow, you are that protective of this fucking IP, Bleach Abridged by Carmine Antonelli and Travis Scott.
Yep, you got me. I'm actually childhood friends with Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, I'm real hungry. Can I have a hamburger, please?
But yeah, man, I just had like this wave of memories from early YouTube. Fucking crazy. What was the first like content you made?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, yeah, again, like you don't have to tell us where to find it. Just tell us what it was.
School projects.
Oh, that doesn't count. What was something you made like as a creative endeavor?
School projects.
No, not something that was assigned to make.
Projects for school.
Come on, there's got to be something.
No, listen, alright? I was assigned to make a tourism video for, I think it was like Bangkok or something. This was for geography class.
Okay.
So everyone else did like slideshows and all of that, but I had access to a microphone. So I did voiceovers, I had little animated characters, had loads of music, funny jokes, all that good stuff. And so then everyone loved it. And I thought, wow, acceptance from my peers. Bearing in mind this was like, excuse me, early school, where you're trying to like foster friendships and like
Yeah.
not be the weird outcast guy.
Yeah.
So, and this probably dug me further into that hole anyway, but I made the one thing, and everyone loved it, and I thought, I'm gonna do this again.
Mm-hmm.
And so, no matter what the topic was, whatever we were learning about in the geography class, I would make a video for it.
I see.
And it would be treated as like a special premiere. I was never asked to do these things. This was all on me.
Yeah.
And so, by the end of it, no one enjoyed them anymore. They weren't funny. They weren't special.
You
It was just
oversaturated the market.
Oversaturated the one-man market, yes.
How many videos did it take for people to be like, all right, dude?
I think we got to maybe 3 or 4.
Really? That soon?
To be fair, like, I'm sure a lot of them were decently made for like a 14-year-old boy.
Right.
Trying to be like accepted by his peers. I might have even been younger. I might have been like 13, but yeah, I can't even tell you because the account that they were on, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it's gone. Is it even public anymore? I want to try and find it. If I can find it, then we're gonna nuke this conversation and move on to something else because I don't want anyone watching them besides
Exactly.
myself.
I mean, I definitely also had like the school assignment where I made the video project, and it was like, oh my god, I was the only kid that even remotely knew how to edit, so everyone was like, whoa, it looks so cool.
Oh yeah, you can find them.
Really? I won't ask where.
No, we're not. No. How many are public? Oh, only 2 of them.
Fair enough.
You'll never find them.
Good luck, losers.
Oh, that reminds me though. I used to make videos about wrestling.
Ooh, hold that thought. Before we do that, let's cut to a commercial break.
Can you skip it after 5 seconds?
Maybe. Let's find out.
Sorry!
You lied to me.
I said maybe, to be fair.
I made content about WWE. This was 2009. And so I remember I made a video about like 5 minutes long of my picks for the WWE draft. Remember when they did that?
Yes.
Yeah, so I made my picks as to who I think would go where and why. And that video got like 10,000 views.
Nice.
And I was like, yo. And then I moved on to another channel.
Oh, you were a channel hopper.
I was, and you'll never ever find that original channel. Never ever. If you do, no you didn't. Put it back. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Yeah, my next attempt at content creation was like trying to get into Let's Play stuff, like I was saying before. And then when I found the Supla, our friends Liam and Andy, I of course tried to do that as well. And there were a couple videos that like kind of got some views. I remember I did one about when Brock Lesnar first came back into 2012, and I'm trying to look to see how many that got at the time. But it was very like I'm clearly being derivative of someone else with this.
Oh yeah, that was the majority of what I did as well. It was always derivative of like an article online or another person making content, so nothing was ever truly original.
Wow, this goes to show what I thought a lot of views was at the time. That Brock Lesnar one I just told you about? 226.
It was a style of the time.
That's fucking hilarious.
I got 10,000.
Although,
I don't know
look at
why.
this. My first episode of a Road to WrestleMania playthrough back in 2012 got 3,000 views. I didn't even realize that had happened.
Hey, that's good. That's pretty good.
But this point in my life was also when I first realized a very important lesson about the internet and being careful what you say, because you never know who it's going to get back to.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Ooh.
Because...
Yes. Sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that. Please carry on.
In early high school, I had a circle of friends, and a portion of that circle was vegan. And I don't know why at the time in early high school that bothered me, because I was an edgy teenager.
As were we all at the time.
And obviously, I do not still hold that same opinion. But at the time, I decided to make a video that I thought would be cool because I was an edgy teenager ripping into vegans. And guess who found it?
Oh, yeah. I did find this.
Oh, yeah, you also found it, and so I've deleted it.
Oh, what? The
since
story
then.
isn't about me? Fuck you.
No. I'm saying
Why are you telling it?
the friends who were vegan found it.
Duh. Of course they fucking would.
And
That's brilliant.
confronted me at school the day after it uploaded, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no, my edges have cut on my friends.
So yeah,
I'm so edgy, I cut my friends out of my life.
Retroactively, I'm glad it happened because it was an important lesson at the time. Like, dude, careful what you fucking say on the internet, because you never know who's going to hear it.
Maybe that's why you're latching on to the egg salad thing, is because you really hate vegans.
That's totally it. You got me.
I knew it. 12-year sting operation. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
But yeah, man, that's a period of my internet life I'd rather forget. Because I was...
You know what I've just found?
What's up?
There's like on Wikipedia, you can go, like, by categories and look up stuff by categories.
Yeah.
There's a category known as Internet Memes Introduced in blank year.
Oh, no.
Do you want to go for a little journey through time?
Sure.
Because someone on the Instagram wanted us to talk about memes, so I feel like on the internet episode we have to fucking talk about them at least somewhat.
Let's do it.
This goes back as early as the year 2000.
I definitely don't know of any memes from the year 2000.
Do you remember Homestar Runner?
Oh, that's a thing I know of, but I was never, like, in on it.
Yeah, I've only ever known about Strong Bad.
Yeah, like, I've seen a couple clips.
And, like, Teen Girl Squad and Trogdor, basically anything that he came up with.
Trogdor, yeah, that's a clip I'm familiar with.
Trogdor the Burninator. Yep, good. Really nailed it. Fantastic.
I don't know any other lines. You took the one line I knew.
Trogdor was a man. He was a dragon man. She was just a dragon. But he was still Trogdor. Yeah, there's only 3 pages on this subcategory of 2000. It's Homestar Runner, John Titor, and Last Resort.
I don't know what those last two are.
Last Resort by Papa Roach.
Oh, that... What?
Cut
As a
my
meme?
life into pieces.
This is my last resort.
I mean, it's still a bop. Like,
Yeah, it's just very easy to make fun of.
John Titor is it's like a time travel thing. I don't know if you were aware of this or not.
Mm-mm.
So it's basically like I think it was a hoax in the end, but it was basically like this pseudonym that was going around like message boards at the time. It was John Titor, Titor, and he was claiming to be like a time traveler from like the 40s, the 2040s, or something like that
You
in the
still
future.
have people doing shit like that.
Yeah, except now it's a lot easier to debunk because, you know, it was a style at the time. But yeah, no, John Titor was like a big thing around that year. So, 2001, we go into Nightcore.
That's when that started?
Apparently so.
Wow.
And Techno Viking. Oh, do you remember Techno
I
Viking?
do. Wow, he's from 2001?
He's apparently, according to the Wikipedia article for Techno Viking, Techno Viking is an internet phenomenon or meme based on a video from the 2000s fuck parade in Berlin, Germany.
I remember the first time I found out it was basically a big orgy parade.
Yeah,
I didn't
pretty
remember
good.
it was just called the fuck parade.
I mean, hey, you have to advertise these things like really on the nose so people will actually join in.
Fucking hilarious.
What else is in the, oh, nothing really in 2001. Oh, YTMND,
YTMND. I don't know what that is.
You're the Man Now, Dog, is an online community centered on the creation of hosted memes.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember this kind of stuff. A lot of songs are included in these subsections, which I didn't expect, like Bodies, Chop Suey, Crawling, In the End. Like,
yeah, especially the Linkin Park stuff at the time.
a lot of memes like early on in the meme life cycle was just songs like just being memed on.
Pretty much.
2002, we go into Every Time You Masturbate, God Kills a Kitten.
Not where I thought that was going.
Apparently, it's just an image that we shared around message boards
Interesting.
of like a cat in a meadow being chased by two Domo plushies.
I don't remember that.
Remember Domo?
Domo. Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's two of them chasing a little kitten, and it's like, every time you masturbate, God kills a kitten.
Do you remember a less?
That's the internet.
Do you remember a less good one? Pedo Bear.
The joke is that he wants to fuck kids.
Yeah, I don't know why that blew up as much as it did.
Uh-huh.
I think everybody had edgier humor back then.
It's still prevalent today.
Is it?
Let's not pretend it isn't.
No,
Come
I
on.
legitimately haven't seen that in years.
Pedo Bear specifically died out like in the 2012s, I think, but or even a bit beyond that, because I remember going to MCN Comic Con and just seeing people dressing up as Pedo Bear.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. 2003, we have Badgers.
Oh. What was the name of the guy that made
Mushroom.
all those videos?
Weevil.
Weevil.
Not Weevil. Weeble with a B.
Oh, Weevil.
Weeble.
Yeah, that one, the Narwhals one.
What else? Oh, Magical Trevor.
Magical Trevor, that sounds so familiar.
Everyone loves Magical Trevor because the tricks that he does are ever so clever.
Yeah, Hot Tamales.
He's a fucking, like, pillar of the internet. This was in 2003.
But
like,
Badgers
holy
was definitely
shit.
the one that blew up the most, I think.
Also in this year, Oh Really? The Owl.
Oh my god, this is when we're getting into the memes that I remember.
I guess this is a retroactive meme, but PS1 Hagrid.
Oh yeah, that one still kind of pops up now and then.
It's only become a meme in recent years, but it's included in 2003 because that's when the video game came out, and so
Oh.
the meme is literally a screenshot of Hagrid from the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Sorcerer's Stone on the PS1.
Anyone say both versions back to back like that?
you
Sounds like
have
you're having a
to.
stroke.
The Philosopher's Sorcerer's Stone.
Sounds so much dumber when you say it that way.
Because it is dumb that you change the name in one place, because American kids don't know what a Philosopher's Sorceress is.
Philosopher sorcerers.
Philosopher. Oh, remember Velociraptor?
I do that. This is the point of memes I was like really like antsing to get to is those fucking. It was always like a dual colored pinwheel background with some sort of animal mascot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes it was like a person, like the kid with the fist. But
what was his Success Kid? Or
yes,
something like that.
and they always had like a really simple name like that, and all you would do is change the top and bottom text, and you had a fresh meme.
Bad Luck Brian.
Bad Luck Brian. Fucking. Oh my god. What would you even look up to? Like, what are those memes called?
Old memes. Memes from the before time.
Bad Luck Brian. The good roommate. What was his name?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my god. I wish I could fucking like Bad Luck Brian. Ermagerd girl.
Ermagerd.
There was always the fucking one does not simply walk into Mordor meme.
Oh, yeah, with Sean Bean. Yeah.
Yup.
People still use that today.
Overly attached girlfriend.
That's a more recent one, isn't it?
It was in that same era, though.
Sure.
I can hash
Time is a
cheeseburger
flat
cat.
circle. Oh, remember Ceiling Cat?
I don't remember Ceiling Cat.
It's just a cat in the ceiling. It's really dumb when you say any of these things and try to explain them, but yeah, it's just a square cut in the ceiling and then a cat head just poking out and just being like, Ceiling Cat watches you masturbate.
Here's a genre of meme that as soon as I say it, you're going to be like, oh my god, I wish I didn't remember them. Because they're so cringy now. But at the time, they were everything.
You're building this up quite a bit.
Rage comics.
Yeah. Trollface, FU, the cereal guy.
All of them. There were so many. The Yao Ming face.
Yeah.
Like, there were...
My head is full of fuck. Watch out, we got a badass over here.
It's...
Nicolas Cage, you don't say.
They were everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason at the time, they were hilarious.
I mean, they still exist now.
Yeah, but only as almost like an ironic thing now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, remember when everyone did this? Oh, ha, ha. Imagine if we did it now. How stupid it would be. Oh, ha.
Around the same time of fucking Rage Comics was Rickrolling.
Never gonna give you up. I hate that song. I really do.
It's not a bad song, to be honest. It's
but
just
when
I
you
can't-
hear it 50 million times.
Yeah, I just can't take it seriously anymore.
Ooh, 2004 gave us the Numa Numa guy.
Oh, wow. Dude, I remember my parents found that and showed it to me.
Hey, look at this fat man singing the song.
It was one of those, like, email chain memes.
Uh-huh.
Like,
yeah.
all the adults were spreading it around, emailing it to each other.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
2005 brings us a lot of memes. A lot of memes.
I think Numa
So
Numa guy,
many
like,
memes.
opened a door.
So, going alphabetically, we have Chuck Norris facts.
Ooh, I had a poster of Chuck Norris facts in my room in high school.
I love how we recently have taken Chuck Norris facts and like made them mundane for Jake Hager.
Yeah.
We started with that, but we just never continued with it. I feel like we should pick that back up again.
We should.
Cooking by the book.
Oh, yeah, from Lazy Town.
Yeah, with Lil Jon rapping over it.
Gotta do the cooking by
Then
the book.
you have a cake. Now break it down, bitch. Let me show you back it up.
That's
so
still
funny.
funny.
Yeah. Diet Coke and Mentos.
Oh my god, there were, just like there were all the reaction videos to Two Girls, One Cup, there were so many Diet Coke and Mentos videos.
Uh-huh.
Everyone was doing it.
Flying Spaghetti Monster.
I only kinda know about that one. Like, I never directly saw anything. It was always something I heard friends talking about.
Well, it's the key figurehead of pastafarianism.
Right, it was like a mock religion.
Yeah, it teaches, like, important stuff.
Don't kill people. Eat spaghetti.
Literally, yeah. What else? Hey, yeah, hey, hey.
Oh, the He-Man thing.
What's going on?
And I said, hey, yeah.
It's time to duel.
Okay, I have a soft spot in my sense of humor for things that are supposed to end but keep repeating. I love that shit.
It's the best. Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my my god.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
On the topic of Leroy Jenkins, one that I'm pretty sure is not going to pop up on here, but comes up all the time in football circles, is Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings, one of the best safeties in the league.
Carry the team on his back, though. Got a broken fucking leg. Gotta put the team on his back, though. Oh, shit. Darren Sharper, one of the hardest hitting safeties in the league. Cross the plane. Fuck you, Gumby.
Yeah, it's football.
It's a video of a guy playing Madden and recording his screen with like his fucking flip phone and just like commentating over the slow motion replay of him scoring a touchdown with a player that has a broken leg, and that player is Greg Jennings, putting the team on his back though. It's fucking great.
Oh my god, 2005 was when YouTube was born.
I thought it was 2006. Oh shit.
Nah, we go into video memes. Remember Me at the Zoo? The first ever YouTube video?
Oh, I know of it. I don't think I've ever actually watched it.
It's like 20 seconds long, and it's one of the co-creators of the original YouTube just making a joke about elephant trunks and penises.
That sounds like YouTube.
Yeah, Running in the 90s. You know that song from Initial D?
No. Oh, wait.
Eurobeat.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
So long, Gay Bowser.
I didn't think that meme only came up at that point in history.
Well, this is just according to the Wikipedia.
Wow, good one.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Oh, that, Jesus Christ.
I still go and watch that sometimes because it's just a testament to the internet.
We used it in Brawl at one point.
Yeah, we did, for our character of Gollum Dixie.
Which is a joke no one will understand.
Why bother explaining it?
Yeah.
This is the ultimate showdown.
All right,
the ultimate destiny.
I need to take a second and talk about the Ultimate Showdown, because when I first found that shit, I would watch it over and over and over again, but I would always stop right before that last shot of Mr. Rogers, wiggling his bleeding stomach at the camera, because
it scared you?
It made me uncomfortable more than scared me. But
it was a fucking Flash cartoon. It couldn't have been that bad.
No, and looking back on it now, of course it's not that bad, but at the time I was just like, I don't like that. But
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, more heebie-jeebies. And oh man, this is bringing back so many memories. But one thing at a time. I refound that video again recently because I was just thinking about it randomly, and I still remember almost every word to it. I still remember the fucking bridge breakdown. I've been exposed to it
by osmosis, so I've never I've watched it maybe 5 times. I probably count on one hand the amount of times I've seen it.
If I could remember Mussolini's first name, I could recite the actual bridge breakdown right the fuck now. I still remember vividly that song.
Mussolini's first name was
Benito, right?
Carl. Carl Mussolini.
And Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight. I'm not going to do it, because then it'll just...
Okay. What else came out in that year? You Are a Pirate. Yar har fiddle dee dee.
You are a pirate. Yep.
LOL LimeWire.
Dude, I used LimeWire way too much. I probably killed multiple computers with viruses from LimeWire.
Yep, it was a way of natural selection, I think, using LimeWire. This is an obscure one that I know of, but I don't think you do. Do you remember it was a Japanese instructional video featuring 3 women doing stretches and exercises? They combined it with English language lessons.
Doesn't sound familiar.
So it's 3 girls and they'll do stretches and everything, but they'll be saying things to a beat. So one of the scenarios is them getting robbed. And so they're teaching people how to say things in English when they're getting robbed by someone. So it's take anything you want. Take anything you want. Do. I was robbed by 2 men.
Oh!
I was robbed by 2 men.
Now that sounds familiar, yes.
It's called Zuikin English, I think.
Okay. I do vaguely remember that part.
It was originally released in 1992, but it became a meme in 2005.
I was robbed by two men. I do remember that.
Yeah. So now we're going into like the proper like big boy territory of 2006.
Oh god.
Listed here we have Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yup.
Bush did 9/11.
Yeah.
Dick in a Box.
Yeah.
Fred.
Oh, man. All right, which camp were you in when Fred came out? Were you in the I hate Fred because I feel like that's my personality, or did you watch Fred?
I just didn't like Fred.
I was definitely in the
He
former.
wasn't funny.
Yeah, no, I thought it was the unfunniest
Why was he
thing.
number one most subscribed at any point? He wasn't funny.
I really don't know what.
Maybe I was not part of a target audience of brain dead people.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the target audience was, to be fair. Oh,
It worked.
Before we forget, I was gonna, when we were talking about Ultimate Showdown, I was gonna talk about the like flash music videos for Weird Al songs. Did you ever watch
I only
those?
know Trapped in the Drive-Thru. That's the only one I remember.
Trapped in the Drive-Thru, that was a great one. The Night Santa Went Crazy was one of those like edgy teenager ones, for sure. Oh fuck, there was another one. But yeah, like those flash animated music videos were like a big part of that era.
Ooh, Will It Blend?
I never really watched Will It Blend, but I did watch a ripoff show called Is It a Good Idea to Microwave This?
I remember you talking to me about this like once, like several years ago.
Yeah, like it wasn't as
Same thing. It's like you just put a thing in an appliance and showed everyone what happened.
right. It wasn't as popular, I don't think, but I remember loving that show, and they would constantly.
Do you remember Chad Vader?
Sort of. That sounds familiar. What is that?
It was Darth Vader, like a guy in a Darth Vader mask, just working at a supermarket.
No,
Yes.
I don't remember that at all.
I think it was called Chad Vader. Let me double check. Yeah, Chad Vader, day shift manager.
Oh wow.
It was literally just Darth Vader working in a convenience store.
I don't remember that. I don't think I ever saw that.
It was good shit. 2006. Where did the list go? YouTube poop is listed here, but we obviously have talked about our experience with Dallas Salad.
Dude, those were very big for a little while. Like there was
Some of them like scared me, but
I don't remember any that scared me. I just remembered there was a lot of like
just because they were so like aggressive and like using adult words, and I was like not ready for that at that age. I was like 11, so.
Did you ever see the subsection of YouTube where it would take a children's cartoon and they would make their own animation, but it was like take SpongeBob and then turn him into stoners or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Like I remember
the Chinese SpongeBob, which was horrifically racist.
Oh my god, I forgot about that until you just said it.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Very not good.
Holy shit.
2007? 300-page iPhone bill.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Remember iJustine?
I do.
Yeah, 300-page iPhone bill.
She's still around.
Still alive, yes. Once you're on the internet, unless you're very, very lucky, you don't leave.
Pretty much.
Charlie Bit My Finger.
Yep, that's a big one.
Chocolate Rain.
Yep.
Crank That Soldier Boy.
I remember learning that dance. Because that got big right around the time where, like, there were school dances for people to go to, and you better fucking believe everyone was doing that at the school dance.
It's so cringy, I want it to just leave my brain.
It's pretty not great.
Oh, Keyboard Cat.
I remember Keyboard Cat. Do you... The mention of Keyboard Cat just shot a memory into my brain. Do you remember Nyan Cat?
Everyone fucking remembers Nyan Cat, the little fucking Pop-Tart thing.
We just discussed there are people younger than Netflix. Not everyone remembers Nyan Cat.
Also in 2007.
Oh.
The most mysterious song on the internet.
What?
I vaguely remember this. It was like a song that no one knew what it was.
I don't know.
It was also known as Like the Wind, Blind the Wind, Check It In, Check It Out, or Take It In, Take It Out. It's a nickname given to a song recording most likely composed in the 80s whose origin, author, name, and original record date are unknown.
I am not familiar with that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Cake is a Lie.
Big Portal made a lot of memes.
This is Sparta.
Yup. Do you remember there was the remix of This Is Sparta.
Oh, that's such a bop. I want to listen to that like right now. I want to get that up. I want to listen to it. I want everyone to know.
Yeah, we'll play a snippet of it here.
13 years ago. What the fuck?
Oh my god. 2008 then?
Time is a flat circle. Yeah, 2007, 2008. Here we go.
This is madness. Madness. This is
Oh, it's such a bop still. Why?
I'm actually kind of jamming out to it.
Why am I
Is it just because we remember it? Is it all nostalgia? Why is it still good?
Oh, we're like, you remember when like you were young and like a song came on the radio and your parents were just like, oh, listen to this, and you were just like, I don't get it. I feel like at least some of our audience might just be like, dude, what the fuck is this shit?
I don't know how close in age our audience is to us. Like, I don't know if we have younger...
we're not dinosaurs. Like, there's only going to be, like, what, a 10-year age gap?
That's significant!
Fucking hell.
And then you're talking about...
Sparta remix.
And then if you're 10 years younger than us, you were born when that remix came out. You probably don't know about it.
2008 brought us George Bush being hit by a shoe.
I remember that.
Jizz in my pants.
That was a big one. Lonely Island dominated the internet for a while.
Wombo combo.
I remember Wombo Combo.
I still quote it to this day sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Loss.
Oh my god. Lost has had like a kind of recent resurgence.
Yeah, it's not dead yet.
It's weird how it's not dead yet.
It's crazy to me. Then 2009, we're sort of catching up to maybe a time where we were on the internet now.
Yeah, I was definitely on the internet by this point.
Annoying Orange.
I hate to admit, initially I did like the Annoying Orange videos, but I did grow out of it pretty quickly.
I remember they got fucking James Caan to be in a video, and I was like, how the fuck did you manage this?
That was after I stopped.
Yeah, he played like some type of fucking fruit that got dissected at the end, and it was really weird. That's James Caan. That's a fucking like Hollywood A-lister almost.
Those videos were humongous, man.
Bazinga.
Really?
Yeah.
2008?
2009.
Oh, that's when that show fucking started?
Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a long, dark time for being a nerd. Candle Cove. You remember Candle Cove?
I know of it. You've told me about it.
Yeah, the creepypasta.
Mm-hmm.
I love referencing it. It's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Candle Cove is basically a story about a television series that was only in the memory of certain children who were on a forum, and then they all started to recall like disturbing instances of the show. Like, I think the main villain was called like the Skin Taker or something.
Yeah.
It was actually adapted into a proper like television show in like 2016 or something.
Really?
On like the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, Channel Zero. That's what it was called.
But yeah, now we are going to start getting into like the creepypasta era and like Marble Hornets, Slenderman shit.
Yeah, that is literally 2009. That's when fucking Marble Hornets was like a thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slenderman. Yeah, that is it.
That was huge. And the game got
fucked me
so
up for a
big that
little
I
while.
didn't even initially know it was based on Marble Hornets.
Yeah. I could go on for a while about Slender Man, but I'm going to choose not to because we have only a little bit amount of time left and I want to power through some of these memes.
Yeah.
David after dentist.
Oh man, that was such a big one.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat with fucking, was it Lil Wayne was in that one?
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Yeah. Wait, why is Yare Yare Daze in this fucking in this subsection?
Well, I mean, it was before the anime, but the JoJo's memes did kind of like, I remember Team 4-Star making a JoJo reference before it was big. Like,
Do you remember Re?
Yes.
Like with the bulldozer thing? I thought that was just its own thing, but then when it happened in JoJo, I was like, oh my fucking god, no way. They referenced the internet meme, and then I realized JoJo's was made in the 80s.
Yeah, I remember seeing, not knowing what it was from, but like that guy with the bulldozer doing the Re thing. Like, I know that meme. And then I found out, oh, it's JoJo. That's Dio. But then I was like, does he really use a bulldozer, though? I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
And then it did.
Literally. Moving on to 2010. Bed Intruder.
I don't remember what that one is.
He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up.
Wow, yeah, holy shit. Oh, who the fuck what was the name of that channel that made those remixes?
Shmo Yoho.
Shmo Yoho. Oh my
the Gregory
god,
Brothers, yes.
I was obsessed with them for a little while.
Double Rainbow.
Yup, they did one of him. Do you know the story about that song, right?
It was Russian.
Well, even in Russian, those aren't words.
Yeah.
The story, if I remember it correctly, is that like he wrote a song, and I guess whatever fucking record label he was signed to was like, we don't like these lyrics, change the lyrics. And I guess this happened like multiple times where he had to keep rewriting it. And I think maybe there was something like they were trying to censor, and eventually he was like, fuck it, the lyrics will be nothing, and he just made a noise, and that was the song.
Sometimes I just randomly, like, when I laugh mocking someone, I'll go, oh, ho, 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 oh, ho, 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 ho. It's so fucking good. Oh, Old Spice, look at your man, now back to me, now back at your man, now back to me.
Which Old Spice campaign came first, that guy or the Terry Crews ones?
He came first.
Okay, I thought so.
What was the name of that fucking actor?
I don't
What was
remember
his name. Oh, what was it? Isaiah Mustafa, that was it.
Yes!
Yes, he's like, he does actual acting. So weird.
Well, they both do.
Yes. 2011, we have Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Friday, I Am the One Who Knocks. I Took an Arrow to the Knee. No Nut November. Nyan Cat. PewDiePie. And Scumbag Steve.
Oh my god, I just got hit with so many memories.
And Condescending Wonka.
I don't know that. Oh, yes.
And Honey Badger.
Yes. Honey Badger don't give a shit.
The class... I like treating this as like a Hall of Fame class. The Hall of Fame class of 2012. Ain't Nobody Got Time for That. Bad Luck Brian. Call Me Maybe. Dumb Ways to Die. Grumpy Cat.
Yep.
Coney 2012.
Oh my god, Coney was so big.
Gangnam Style.
Oh wow.
Mom Spaghetti. Overly Attached Girlfriend.
She only came in 2012?
Yeah, that's what I mean. She was a recent one. She wasn't like Bad Luck Brian or anything like that.
I feel like
then again, Bad Luck Brian is in this fucking 2012 class. 2013. Doge.
Oh wow.
Draw My Life.
I remember that.
Florida Man. Harlem Shake.
Oh god.
Nanomachines, son.
That came at that point? Wow, that's awesome.
Ted Cruz is the Zodiac Killer.
Really? Wow.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I didn't start hearing about those until like the 2016 election.
What else we got? That's it. That's all the notable ones from 2013. 2014. Crying Michael Jordan.
I never liked that one.
He's just a man crying. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's, why do we have to stay as the man behind the slaughter? Ice Bucket Challenge, Jacksepticeye, Luigi's Death Stare, Markiplier.
Jacksepticeye as a meme.
These are just like meme men who have come to priority in this year, like Markiplier.
That's fucking funny.
Oh, press F to pay respects.
Ah, that's a good one.
I still use that today.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, it's fucking ingrained in internet culture forever now.
It sort of like became a staple of Twitch culture now. It's not going away.
2015, we have Charlie Charlie.
Charlie?
Remember the ghost thing? Where like you put a pencil on top of another
with
pencil?
the pencils, yes.
Yeah. Dabbing.
Fuck.
Dat boy.
Here we come. Oh shit.
Oh shit, what up? Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
I love that one.
The dress.
The blue and, what was it?
Black and blue or white and gold. I only see black and blue. I never understood this one.
Well, it's a fucking lighting trick.
Why is Ocean Manning?
Ocean man, take me by the hand, bring me to the land. Eat some
Ocean
clam.
man, bring me to the sand and I'm in the band. Don't you understand?
Ocean man. It's a good song.
John Cena.
I know what you mean. I just love the idea that, like, conceptually John Cena was created.
John Cena has never existed before 2015. Fuck. Class of 2016, B-movie, Boaty McBoatface, bottle flipping, the Chewbacca mask lady. Damn, Daniel. Harambe.
Every time I think of Harambe, I just think of how Liam and Andy fucking murdered that joke in our circle.
They murder every single meme. It's not hard for
It
them.
was awful.
The mannequin challenge.
I remember that.
Pan, pen, pineapple, apple, pen.
That sounded like you've never heard this song.
I haven't, honestly. It's one song I've always avoided. I've literally never heard it.
I don't think it's worth avoiding. It's just at this point, like, it's
I wear it as like a badge of honor. I've only ever heard people say, I have a pen.
Mhm.
I have a pineapple. Apple, pineapple, pen. I'm like, oh, okay.
Just like having a total show. Pen, pineapple, pen, and apple, pen.
I have a pineapple, pen, apple, pen, apple, pineapple, pen.
Pineapple, apple.
Genesis?
Genesis?
What is that?
It's a Liam and Andy joke. I don't remember what it's about.
I don't know. We'll have to ask one of them, but then we're just going to look like
Genesis?
crazy people when we just go, Genesis?
They'll know what you mean as soon as you say it, because that's the type of people they are.
What else is in this year?
Hold on, I'm gonna send him an audio message in the group chat. It's probably poison for this podcast, but I just gotta get it out of the way.
Remember
now
We
before I
Are Number
forget.
One?
I do.
Yes.
Hey, Liam, Andy, I don't remember, where did the Genesis, where did that come from? I just remember you guys did it. Where's that from?
Genesis. Okay, so moving on to 2017, we have Beep Beep, I'm a Sheep.
I don't remember that one.
I was there at the inception of that. It's a fucking Tom Scar Astov movie thing.
Oh.
Remember that joke from Astov movie? Beep Beep, I'm a Sheep?
Not that one. That might have been after I kind of stopped watching the Astov movies.
Ah, fuck it then. Cash Me Outside.
How about that?
Eating Tide Pods.
Oh, God.
Covfefe. Despacito.
Yep.
Distracted Boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Fidget Spinners.
It's such a weird thing to include in the meme category, but yeah.
Flossing.
Yep.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. It's every day, bro, with a Disney Channel flow.
Fuck that.
Monica. Just Monica. Only Monica.
Oh! Wow, that made it mainstream.
Karen.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Man's not hot.
Huh?
Man's not hot. 2 + 2, that's 4. - 1, that's 3 quick maths.
Oh.
Salt Bay.
Oh, God.
Shooting stars.
There were some really good ones of those.
Ugandan knuckles.
That was such a weird meme.
Is it racist? I can't tell.
A little, I think.
I'm not sure. I don't
But
want
I
to...
guess not, because he's an echidna?
2018, we have Big Chungus.
This is okay. I was gonna mention this earlier. There was a point, and I guess it's right here, where memes went from like, this is a semi-clever thing, or like, it's a reference to another thing. And then it just became say word funny and make laugh. Like, humor just devolved, and I love
That's
it.
our sense of humor, honestly.
I love it. It's like my favorite thing. Big Chungus? That's fucking hilarious for no reason.
We named a brawl event after it, the Chungus Among Us.
We did. I'm so glad we named that event before Among Us took off as a popular game meme.
Oh, yeah. Retroactively, we've combined 2 memes.
We have.
Oh god, the blip.
Well, I guess, yeah.
In 2018, that feels like it was yesterday.
It does, doesn't it?
Fuck. Bowsette. Yeah.
That was one of the
That's-
horniest memes in recent memory.
And I enjoyed every fucking second of it.
Probably the horniest until Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu.
Oh, you don't pronounce the U?
No.
Weird. Okay.
It's a, European thing.
Okay, fair enough. Dimitrescu.
Really? Well, I'm from European. I've never heard somebody say Dimitrescu.
I'm from European.
Not in European, no. It's an Albany expression. God, we must... Did steamed hams come before 2018? We must have missed that.
I mean, it had...
Oh no, it's literally on the 2018 page. I just didn't
There you
scroll
go.
down far enough.
Yeah, dude, steamed hams is like, it's its own subculture.
I mean, there's a load of just random Simpsons jokes that become memes, and then I'm just like, haha, yes, I'm aware. I know
love that
this.
scene, and then it becomes a different entity.
I will always listen to the Gorillaz remix of it, just because it's funny.
Steamed hams.
Well, Seymour, I made it. Steamed,
Steamed
hams,
hams.
despite your directions. Steamed clams. Johnny, yes, papa.
I don't
Eating sugar? No, papa.
know that one.
Logan Paul suicide video controversy.
Oh god, Jesus.
The Momo challenge hoax.
The what?
Momo. Remember Momo?
No.
Google Momo challenge.
The fuck is this? Hold on. Momo challenge. I don't know what this is. Well, challenge, but it got the Google search across.
Uh-huh.
Okay, remember when in the Fears episode when I said imagery scares me?
That scares you?
That fits.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize.
No,
but yeah,
I'm not
the
like
point,
traumatized or anything. I just really don't like shit like that.
The point of that is that it was it was taken from like a sculpture from like an artist exhibition, and it was just the face cropped, and it was labeled as Momo, and it was like an urban legend that children fell really hard for, in that it would like call you on WhatsApp and tell you to commit suicide.
Oh, I just got itchy.
They opened a whole bag of worms, like of how children should not be allowed internet access, and to be honest, I agree.
I agree with that as well.
Cat
I don't know
Icarus
what
made
the-
a
I don't
whole
know what the
video about
age-
it as well.
I don't know what the age should be for unsupervised internet access, but there
I
definitely
think
should be one.
13.
I was thinking maybe like 16.
Old Town Road.
Oh, that feels weird to think about as a previous meme now.
Raid Shadow Legends.
To be fair, that's ongoing.
Ricardo Milos.
Yep, I do like that one.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
That was at the same time as Ricardo?
Yeah,
God, that feels weird.
this is America.
Don't get you slipping now.
Oh, was this when Will Smith went, "Ah, that's hot"?
Yeah, well, that was the YouTube rewind.
Yes. No, I don't think it was this year.
That's hot. That's
Might have been
hot.
the one after. 2019, we have Abakio joins the kicking.
I love that that's a major milestone meme.
Uh-huh.
I
Bad
love
Guy
that.
by Billie Eilish. Epstein didn't kill himself. Gamer Girl Bathwater. Baby Yoda. Instagram Egg. Joker
Yep.
Stairs, Marie Kondo.
What's Marie Kondo?
Oh, she's a Japanese one who was like declutter your life, you know?
Oh, does it spark joy, that lady?
Spark Joy, yeah. OK Boomer.
I still like OK Boomer.
Storm Area 51.
Oh my god, what a fucking thing that was.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. I never watched that
Unus, Anus.
Oh man, Unus Annus will be one of my favorite internet memories forever. I think next part, when we talk about the internet more, I want to talk about the content we watched.
Oh yeah, YouTubers and everything, yeah, 100%. The Vans Challenge.
What? I don't know that.
It was when people would get hit by vans.
What?
No, I'm kidding. It's when you get a pair of Vans. You get a pair of Vans shoes.
The worst part is I believed you. It's not unfeasible.
You remember that challenge when everyone just played in traffic?
Yeah, it's like, see if you can survive getting hit by a fucking speeding van. I don't doubt that would happen.
That's way more exciting than what it actually is, because what it is you get a pair of Vans, you throw them up in the air, and they will always land sole side down.
That shit. Oh,
yeah,
that's so stupid. You can do that with every... They're weighted at the bottom.
So now we have memes introduced last year.
Oh, man.
Be
This is gonna be weird.
hard-pressed if you go like, what is that?
Well, a lot of it's going to be fucking quarantine related, I'm sure.
A man has fallen into a river in Lego City.
I don't actually know that one.
It's from an old Lego City game where you get constant notifications about a man falling into the river.
Okay. Alright.
Among Us.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. It is a fun game, by the way.
Carol Baskin.
Oh my god. I never watched Tiger King. So, and I'm happy
Neither
about
did
that.
I. Neither did I, actually.
I'm glad I
the
didn't.
dancing pallbearers. Remember that one?
I do.
It's fucking good.
Well, I don't know what song is usually associated with it, because I see it with so many other songs, like, sliced in there.
Oh, Ekum Bokum.
That became a meme in 2020?
It's because of a VTuber thing with Corona.
Oh, that's right, she did have that.
VTubers really fucking kicked off last year.
Yup, they sure did.
Let me find the dancing pallbearers one, because the song is actually a bop.
Have confidence.
No
Turtle house. Some more turtle house.
No.
I was gonna say, that doesn't seem right.
Here it is.
Oh, that song. I didn't know that song was associated with the dancing pallbearers.
I wanna listen to it for a bit, then it gets to the drop. Oh, here it comes.
I mean, to me, this is already the crux of the song.
But this is a bit where in the video it would show you, like, something that would happen before someone dies.
And
then they're dead.
Cut to the pallbearers. Yeah, that's great. I feel like I still see those on TikTok.
When I die, and I want you to make sure this happens. When I die, I want dancing pallbearers. I want that to be a thing. Make this, like, on the record, like, minutes of the meeting, right? I want that to happen.
There you go. It's now
I can't do
official.
anything, I'll be dead, so someone else has to do it for
I
me.
wonder if saying it on a podcast is as legally binding as a last will and testament.
Might as well be. Oh, do you remember the 4 Seasons Total Landscaping press conference?
I do.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Hilarious.
For those who don't know, Donald Trump wanted to do, like, a press conference or something at, like, the 4 Seasons Hotel, but he instead, like, his team are inept and shit, and so they booked it at a landscaping, like, company.
Yeah. Just happened to have the same name.
Yeah. Stick Bug. I really don't understand what this one is.
It's a new Rickroll.
Oh.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, you'll take a bunch of yellow lines and they'll be scattered across the screen in some kind of image, and then they'll randomly start moving towards the center and form the shape of a stick bug, and then it'll cut to a video of a stick bug like dancing, and it'll just like, oh, you just got stick bugged. It's a new Rickroll.
Lamar roasts Franklin. Is that a yee ass haircut?
Maybe you get some bitches on your dick.
Buddy.
Fella.
Nice friend. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff.
I mean, yeah, especially like
There's
modern.
a page for 2021. What is on this?
I mean, we're halfway through this year. Yeah, this year has memes.
Agatha all along.
Yeah, that shit was a bop.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Yup.
Oh, Shugi.
Huh?
Shugi.
What are you saying to me?
It's a word that's spelled Cheugy.
C-H...
Eugy. According to Wikipedia, it's pronounced Chugi.
I don't know that.
It's like a lifestyle of like pertaining to certain things.
What is it?
It's like live, laugh, love signs, like minion memes, girl boss,
Facebook
doggo.
mom culture?
Yeah,
They've named it Chugi?
Chugi.
Chugi? Why Chugi?
I thought that was the villain from My Hero Academia. No, that's Shiggy.
I literally thought you were saying Shiggy as in the guy from My Hero.
No.
Why did
Oh,
they name it
Evergiven. Evergiven's recent. The boat that got stuck.
Oh, I didn't know its name.
Evergiven. Yeah, it's weird because it's called Evergiven, but it's got fucking evergreen on the side. It's like, what is it meant to be?
Ever Given Green, like the Sorcerer Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher, sorcerer, furcerer. The GameStop stock thing.
Oh my god, I was so happy about that, and then they fucking, like, broke the rules of stock trading to make it stop.
Yeah, what was it? Insider trading, basically?
No, it wasn't insider trading. It was fucking with people's hedge funds because hedge funds are stupid. And
I've got no time for this. I'm a big himbo. I want to talk about the Josh fight.
Dude, the Josh fight is the best thing.
It's the best because a 5-year-old won it and he was given the AEW title belt.
It's so great.
Why is Kroger listed on this as a meme?
Kroger?
As in the store.
I don't know.
I don't know. Invincible with Think,
Yep.
Mark, think.
Think, Mark.
Um,
I'm J.K. Simmons.
I'm J.K. Simmons. If you don't like it, then you're fired.
What I remember the most about like the explosion of Invincible memes, and everyone being like, "Wow, J.K. Simmons," is that they also at the same time started digging up clips from that movie he was in, Whiplash,
Oh, yeah.
which I saw a clip of for a film
I think that's a
class I was in.
legitimately, like, great movie.
I've never watched the full movie, and I'm kind of like nervous too because I get like, I guess it wouldn't qualify as secondhand embarrassment in this case, but like I know that the whole time he'd be yelling at that fucking kid, I'd just be sitting there like, I feel like shit.
Oh, and finally, sea shanties have become a thing because of TikTok, and I fucking hate them. I hate sea shanties. I do
Ooh.
not enjoy them. They're like one thing that actually pisses me off whenever I hear them. I don't know why. I don't know what fucking rationale I have for this. Please shut the fuck up and stop doing sea shanties.
I didn't know you actively hated them this much.
Are you gonna make an Instagram post about fucking sea shanties?
See,
Sorry.
in the world of psychology, that's probably something we could call PTSD.
I blame you for this. Do
I
you want to round off this episode by talking about what I'm doing with that now?
how you're kind of like retaliating with salad memes?
Yeah, I'm doing ones about egg salad, about it not being a salad, and how you're dumb and stupid, and I hate you.
I feel like you say that exact string of words once an episode.
Yes, because it's true. These are the exact feelings I fucking have, and they're not they're not fictional. They are 100% real.
Oh god.
You want to post a fucking picture of a fucking Muhammad Ali standing over a bowl of real salad? You want to post a picture of me?
I knew you were gonna hate that one. I knew it.
Yes, why would I not fucking hate that?
I was going through my pictures, like, I wonder if there's something already in here that I can use. And then I saw that picture of you, which is like my favorite picture of you. And I was just like, that's perfect. I laughed immediately as soon as I saw it. And I was like, I have to do it.
Yeah, well, you're Captain Dildo, alright?
To be fair, I'm planning like a farewell tour for the egg salads at this point.
Oh, you're finally stopping?
Yeah, I want to like kind of plan out a string of posts that sort of like say goodbye to it. I don't want to do this forever necessarily.
Good.
It has been fun though.
I fucking hate that this podcast's identity is tied to fucking TV tournament and egg salad.
Let me see. How many have I done so far?
Well, the one I posted today was the Anakin and Padme meme.
6, 7, plus 1.
When he makes
20.
one post, then 2, then 26. Have you made 26 posts?
I just counted. I've made, I think, let's see. 3 times 7 is 21, right?
Yep.
So I've made 22.
You fucking suck.
I have
Enlighten the audience as to the posts I've been making. I feel like you hype up my fucking memes more than I do. You're better at this than I am, so please,
Right,
enlighten everybody. Share with the audience.
Let me go to your post here.
Because on my Twitter, because I refuse to sully my Instagram with this shit, Twitter is a place where it's unfiltered nonsense, like non-fungible tungible.
Yeah, I do like that Anakin one. Then there's the one. It's like a webcomic template, and it's like me. You posted my face on a stick figure character sitting at a desk, and a speech bubble says, "Hey, bro, look what I wrote." And you look down and you see on the fucking phone, there's just a bunch of. It's my Instagram feed, and it's nothing but pictures of egg salad, and then a very displeased face in the third panel, and then it's the person grabbing who is supposed to be me, looking ready to toss like a javelin, and then it just says "Yeet the child."
I will fucking yeet you across a Burger King if I have to.
I like this one, checking my egg salad lately, and it's a picture of somebody sticking like a thermometer read, like a temperature read up to their forehead, but the head is just a bowl of egg salad, and then the display says "not salad."
Mm-hmm.
The is this a pigeon meme template of the guy pointing at the butterfly?
Oh no,
wait.
that's not egg salad.
You
That's
didn't make
about
that one.
oppression.
There's the Coraline dad one of Coraline walking into the room where her dad's at the computer with his egg salad on the dad's face. And Coraline says, "Are you salad?" And then he just looks at the monitor, just says no.
Some of these have been pretty fun, I will say.
SpongeBob holding up the picture of my Instagram feed, tossing it into a fire.
No, ma'am, this is Texas. We don't got winners here.
I like
That's
this
fucking
one. It's not
funny.
necessarily egg salad related, but it's just you put my face on this image of like a sign outside someone's house of like a guy in a raincoat, and then he is holding a sign that just says Captain Dildo.
That's from the town of Dildo,
There you go.
which is a real place, and their primary thing is like fishermen, and so there's a famous fisherman called Captain Dildo, and that's what you are. You're a fucking dildo for doing this shit for nearly a month now.
I want to get to a
Fuck.
full month and then probably end it there.
Yeah, because your actual audience is starting to be like, please stop.
I was one person. A lot of people still like it, but I do want to just kind of bring it to a close because I don't know how many more ideas that I can come up with for this.
I don't know how much longer I can fucking take of it. We need to come up with something new, something dynamic, something actually fucking substantial for this podcast's identity that we've been doing for 13 episodes.
To be fair, it has nothing to do with the podcast identity. You're the one that keeps bringing it up on air.
You're the one that keep fucking bringing it up.
Yeah, that's where we're at now.
Yep.
So
Not proud.
if you
Not
if you
proud
want
of
to
this.
email us stuff about, we're going to do another episode about the internet. If you want to tell us about your internet experiences, or if you want to remind us of some stuff that we might have left out, you can send us an email. The address is bitterchatterpodcast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on some socials. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. Tags, or the handles, I should say, are the exact same thing, @bitterchatpod. And then we have our own personal socials. Brooks, what are yours?
My name on Twitter is Strayborn, and you can find me posting various eggs not salad memes in retaliation to the grand conquest on my mental well-being launched by Captain Dildo, circa coming to an end very soon. and you can find me on TikTok underneath the same name.
There you go. And then my socials all have the same handle. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok at thatguy_Carmine. On TikTok, I'm doing my anime bullshit. On Instagram, I'm doing my egg salad bullshit. And on Twitter, I'm doing whatever else comes to mind. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up, and we will continue the internet conversation on the next episode. And I think we're done here.
Back to the internet.
Oh no!
To once where we came. We are falling back into the 4chan.
Asses to asses, dust to dust.
Why, oh why, are these endings always a bust?
No! No!
What? No!
No, it can't
No!
be.
No, ma'am, they're not. What? No!
That's not true.
It's impossible!
They've always been so good.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Oh shit, he's right.
Oh, fuck.
Could you imagine if that's how that scene played out? Just be like, ah, shit, you're right.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Ah, how's it going, Dad?
My dad.
It's my dad.
It's my dad. My dad works on the Death Star.
It sound right, boy.